Leos, welcome to your bi-weekly from the 16th to the 31st of August. So this is going to be quickie tarot, quickie 2 weeks, and don't forget to check the long, basically monthlies, because there are still plenty of time. They are like really giving you a global overview. This is more giving you really kind of practical applications. I'm not going to talk to you about how to fish. I'm just going to give you a fish. I'm going to clarify it with gypsy cards. So let's see where we go from here. I wanted to get one oracle card. I got two. You have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I guess that can be you. Like, I mean, sometimes we are like really capable of deceiving ourselves, but let's see who it is over here. So the bottom of a deck, Hermit. You'll be seeking some kind of answers, guys. When you see Hermit, and look, it is about some kind of commitment. It's about some kind of bliss, relationship bliss. You're trying to find the answers and trying to find possibly the way to do the things differently. I don't know how many of you notice, but this lantern basically has a star inside. So what is your guiding star? And does it really matter, like even when you're in the rags, who is going to be there for you? So I think this is going to be the theme of these 2 weeks, kind of like getting to the basics. Usually to me, when I see this card, means I have to lock myself in a room, leave my phone on a charger in the kitchen, just be completely alone, turn off the light, and just literally just wait for first these busy thoughts to kind of leave my system, and then allow kind of like the new kind of like momentum to start in. Just like when you sit in a hot car, you first have to open the windows down to let the hot car out, and then you can start kind of like thinking with a cool head. Woo, anxiety, sleepless nights, some worries. Look at this, 9 and 9. And again, we are talking about this like finances and career, establishing yourself, but this also to me can mean a long term. Something long term, something solid, something kind of like uplifting, looking for a higher purpose, not just like a ground thing. So there is some kind of nervousness that is going on in regards that in regards to that. Now you have Knight of Wands. Just be careful. Nine of Wands can be somebody who is super seductive, somebody who is super enthusiastic, literally somebody who sweeps you off your feet, but then they vanish the next morning, right? Two of Wands in the past. So Two of Wands in the upright situation, it's talking about looking forward, looking in a distance, trying to see what you want to build. But when it comes to reverse, like certain things, certain dreams, certain goals possibly are not realistic. You kind of reach this point that you think certain things might not happen, or it's just like not doable. Look, you have the strength. That will be you guys. That will be like a mommy lioness taming a puppy. And this has to go a little bit higher, I think, in order not to keep cutting these cards all the time. There we go. So this is kind of like in spite of all odds, guys. This is a card where, you know, you kind of like need to feel certain connectivity, certain way of overcoming obstacles. Sorry, I had to check. I was wondering if it was upright or reversed, because they have similar meanings. It actually was reversed. This can mean two things. That means it's either that something is coming on too strong, too hard, or that you just like kind of figure out, you know what, I'm not strong enough for this. Either or. This also could indicate a lack of commitment, which is also kind of like coupled here with Knight of Wands. This can also indicate you guys are not really committed as much as you used to be, to either to your work, to either to your romance. There is like this underlying anxiety. And I know this first week is the week where that solar eclipse is in your sign, and there is this like Leo Aquarius axis. It might be kind of like ending certain old things, but ultimately it's really going to be good for you guys. 5 of Swords. Wow. Some of you may have experienced the third person, and or you could basically experience, like, I mean, useless arguing and somebody needing to be, let's say, a winner. And this is pretty much some adolescent stuff. This is reverse, which means they were arguings, and I think this is kind of connecting to your anxieties, to kind of like your disturbance over something. And this is where you may be losing your commitment and passion, that somebody just like wore you out. Somebody just like needs to win all the time, and it's just like calling it quits, right? However, this is you guys. Look at this, seasoned warrior. Like, you kind of like did get a scratch or two in these battles that you had over here. Maybe they won, but you still did find your way back to safety. Another 9, guys. Look at this. Something is coming to an end. You're willing to go a step further, one more step further, and you're going to strategize how to do it. And here we have the Sun. This is you guys again. This is in your environment. You actually are going to, and Sun is 19, so which kind of like adds down to 10 and then adds down to 1, and that's pretty much what happens after all this thing. So something is going to culminate, and really it's going to culminate this first week after the solar. So just imagine, like, you want to bask in the sun, and now you have the eclipse. So literally you're going to feel it. Why is somebody eclipsing me? How dare you? Kind of a thing, right? And this could be kind of a message here as well. Hopes and fears. Well, you're still romanticizing over somebody, you know, you're still very protective. This also talks about kind of like butterfly in the stomach, some kind of like emotion and connection. It's a mixed bag of, like, there is fire, right? Like, we have a 3 fire, we have 2 major arcanas, we have pentacles, we have swords. That's pretty much how the life looks like. At the end is that deception, kind of like you kind of like have to figure out like how to defend your own fort. You are in a power position, but you kind of like don't like position you're finding yourself in, right? So altogether it's kind of like getting really interesting. So it is kind of like really interesting, like, I mean, how things are developing. So let me clarify a few cards over here. First of all, I actually want to clarify this 9 of Swords. What is this 9 of Swords for Leo from August 16th to August 31st? Wow. Actually, should be this way, because I'm going to read these cards for a general reading only upright. Now, this anxiety is secrets, secret love child. This would be translation. This could be that you are on guard over certain things, that maybe you are trying to kind of like really receive and give this, like, I mean, arrows of love. And maybe that's something that has been already project for quite a while, is like finally coming to surface, or finally you're becoming cognizant of something that has been brewing. Maybe you have been very, because like you see, we have this bayonet over here, and we have like sort of similar feeling in this particular card, right? Kind of like from all the sides is happening. So it's maybe striking back kind of a thing. So it could be any of these 2 things. It actually is applicable to your own situation. And yeah, of course, I would like to know your thoughts about that. Now, what else? This is really good. Establishing, going further. This is some kind of like, you see, this is the conflict. Willingness to commit and unwillingness to commit. So it could be that one partner wants to commit, another partner doesn't, because this one is connecting to finances and career. So let's see about the Strength reversed. So I think this is literally talking about the solar eclipse. Yeah, you know what? it's going to be good. Maybe you're going to lose your own entire power. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit spaced out, but you actually are going to be surprised. Like, you know, sometimes we control how things will actually work out. Sometimes we push things to happen a certain way, like because we all want what we want. But you know what is the sweetest? When we don't control and things still end up with happy ending. Nothing can be better than that, right? I just get the one more card for that over there. One more. Oops. Huh. Wife. Well, somebody doesn't want to commit to a wife. Mind you, this is obviously a commitment, and some of you may be getting pregnant, or some of you would insist that you get a commitment, or maybe commitment is going to result as be a result of pregnancy. Maybe you're going to get surprised that you're pregnant. Wife also signifies stability, right? Telling me that you guys, the moment when you stabilize yourself, the strength is going to start coming back. Because generally you are at a high peak during your month, during the transit of a Leo. But this year, this kind of like was a difficult transit for all of us. And also keep in mind that like right now, just approaching to it, you will see that people will get a little bit more nervous. Animals are going to behave a little bit out of whack, etc., etc. Huh. Are there two people here? A wife and a girlfriend? Do you have a rival? So strange. There is no committing, but it's going to be some kind of surprise. Strange. So let's see, what is this? So yeah, this kind of like that can mean 3 people as well. So let's see, what is this all about? The five of Swords reverse for Leo for August 16th to August 31st. Waiting on something or on somebody. I think it's on somebody because the roses are red. This is a rival. Not a rival, a rival. And then something to die or to be dead, but looks like something is still painful. Something is still not buried. Maybe you're waiting for something to be buried, and it looks like it's connected to these 3 people over there, because look, one is going this way, one is going this way, sneaking in, and looks like the man here is hovering. And it could be like, really, because this card is literally called foe, so it could be basically fight, or basically trying to win over a man from somebody, kind of a thing, right? So let me see the sun over here. Oh, this is really good. Consolation. Some people named this the best card in the deck. I'm very pragmatic. I like fortune. But consolation is really good. This is not consolidated price. It means things are lining up. So it almost looks to me, guys, that there are some kind of secrets that you're literally going to focus on yourself and on your own projects, the finances and career. Deception, it looks like you're aware of that already, because the spread started with this 9 of Pentacles. And ultimately things are just work out on their own. You're going to have some kind of strategy, and your strategy is going to be, I'm going to be super nice and super polite and super sweet. And believe it or not, that's going to work. What is this? Jealousy. Where is this jealousy fitting? Okay, let's put it here. You're going to be jealous, I would say. That's kind of like where it led me to. This could be also the defensiveness. I really want to see actually what is that defensiveness over there. This also can be a part of this, because I was on that tangent. So actually, you know, let me get one more card to clarify. The Sun card, the environment. There'll be messages, sunny messages, good messages. Something is going to be falling right into your lap. And let's see the 7 of Wands. What is this all about? 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. There you go. My favorite card. You guys, you're like sunny child. Finally. Oh my gosh, what a gosh awful month you had. And finally you have loyalty. Like, I mean, you are holding your fort. You are not letting go. You're like a dog with a bone, and it's going to pay off. Surprise, good luck, fortune, good surprise. Like you're kind of like the stars are aligning. So I better don't touch it anymore. Like, you guys enjoy. Oh yeah, I do want to see what the heck is the deception, so you know what kind of strategy to do. And I think that could be somebody making you jealous, because sometimes it's like what is presented to you is not what exactly is happening, and the card really talks about it, right? Because look, they're both wearing a mask over here. So let's see, what is this all about for Leo? Yeah, certain things will have to be renegotiated. Merchant saying, like, there is maybe somebody long distance. You see the ship is coming in and coming out. Well, you know, how much is it? Is it give and take? Or are you like on a kind of like, are you better off with that exchange? So you have to figure out that with every person there is some kind of balanced approach. Let me see one more. Yeah, and you're going to communicate it possibly in writing. And let me remind you, you guys have to focus on career and Pentacles this 2 weeks. Enjoy 2 weeks, guys. I would love to hear your comments. I love your comments, especially after I had to give you such bad news for like last 5-6 weeks. So this is refreshing, and hopefully, you know, you're going to give me all this like great news. So also the monthly will be up, new monthly in a week for September. And in the meantime, guys, like, contact me for your private reading and check it on my website. Love you guys. Bye. Well, thank you for watching, and please remember to join my Facebook as well, where you can get different tips and possibly healing as well on daily basis. Thanks again. Until the next time, love you.